But dude, I mean, I'm serious, man. I was going to quit music. I was done. Brothers Pass played at the All Good Music Festival 2005. It was our first like actual festival play, like not like, some podunk little thing in like the woods in Pennsylvania put on by a guy named Ferret. It starts raining, like grab two of every animal, build a boat. It's pouring rain, dude. And they're like, all right, get up there. So we get up on stage, and everything is soaked. It's showbiz, baby. The show must go on. So we take the stuff out that's broken and get our rigs to work enough to where we can play. We get up there and we start playing, and it was like Braveheart, dude. People just start coming out of the woods, coming out and being in front of us. The crowd's going crazy. And I look over on the side of the stage, and there's Wayne Coyne from the Flaming Lips. He's like losing it. He's rocking the out. We're like, all right, man. It's all going to be okay. We've been playing to nobody for so long all over the country, and it finally felt like it was worth it. And then all of a sudden, that part of the stage where the monitor desk and all of that stuff is collapse. And the dude is like hanging, down. He's like hanging on trussing, and everything fell. And they come running out and they shut us down. We played for 12 glorious minutes at this festival, riding the highest highs. And then that was it. And man, I was devastated. I was done playing music at that point. I saw that as a sign. I saw a biblical storm and the stage collapsing as the universe telling me, hey man, go back to school. Or just be a plumber. This ain't it. Somebody tapped me on my shoulder and they said, hey man, I'll give you $50 for your whole rig, because it was all underwater, and they were just being funny. But I was a sensitive little guy, and I'm like, oh, f off, man. And I look back, and it was Wayne Coyne. I told Wayne Coyne, this guy who I loved, I told him to f off. Wayne put his arm around me and was like, hey, man, why don't you come hang out? He just grabbed 2 beers, and he cracked them open, and we sat down, and he just talked to me about the job and what it meant to be an artist. He was like, listen, man, I'm 43, and I live in the same place I grew up. I live in a modest house, but I get to make art all the time. I get to make music. I get to make films. I get to create, I'm not rich. I'm hardly famous, like they had just won the Grammy for Yoshimi, but he was 43. Those guys have been making records since 1983, man. And he told me the most important thing that I needed to hear. He was like, listen, man, if you need the party and the chicks and the drugs and all that shit, you should go home and you should probably go back to school or be a plumber or whatever it is that you are currently thinking. But if it's enough to just get to make art, well, don't be an asshole. Keep doing it. That was 20 years ago. What a kindness. He didn't have to do that. He changed one guy's life.